Do you remember the dog attack well? Do you think the dog or the owner should be punished in any way for what happened to you?
Well, the dog should be put down.
The first dog we had to euthanize had been abandoned. He was a really lovely, outgoing, genuine sort of a dog. You know, he knew lots of tricks. If you pretended to shoot him, he'd roll over and play dead. He'd sit, drop, was really well behaved. So, second cab off the rank for that day.
Basically, there's a standard which a dog must meet to be declared a restricted breed. That standard has about 27 different points of physical characteristics of the dog. So it's an entirely physical assessment.
Oh, that's an English Staffy. That's Kai. He's not my dog, but he's my friend, aren't you, Big Kai? Hey? Great family dog.
Didn't have pedigree papers, then he could quite easily come under the radar. And there's lots of dogs out there that may be purebred or may not be, but they don't have papers, so what chance have they got?
What is not clear is whether the dog must meet all those 27 points or meet some of them partially, meet some of them fully.
The purpose of the legislation was to make the public feel safe.
I can understand there being a prompting to some kind of legislative response. Just this was the wrong legislative response.
The media pit bull juggernaut has a picture of a 100-kilo ripped pit bull type dog out there hunting children, and it's an imminent public menace.
Dangerous dog, American pit bull, like the ones with the big jaws.
I heard it was the nature of the dog to do that.
I cut through the park like I always do. And the dog was there and it came towards me, so I bent down just to give it a friendly pat, and it lunged at my face. My face was really swollen and I just had to wait until I got rid of the infection. I was on a lot of drugs. I don't want anyone else to ever have to go through what I've had to go through.
If we see that all the scientific studies show that breed-specific legislation doesn't work, well then common sense tells you that you shouldn't be implementing a breed-specific legislative regime. Unfortunately, the area of law would not appear to be one that is based on science, but it's based on whatever suits the powers that be.
That term pit bull has been created by the media to sell copy and sell papers. That is essentially exactly what breed-specific legislation is, based purely on how something looks and the emotion that those looks evokes, which is predominantly a media-driven phenomenon, I might add. At the end of it all, what we need laws that accurately reflect the current understanding of canine behaviour.